Pilko pals, how are we doing, everybody? Hope everyone's having an amazing day, whatever it is for you. Apologies for not uploading the past couple days. Very busy with school and personal life stuff going on, so had to focus on that. That's all taken care of. Now we can focus back on twice a week with the Ricky Gervais show. If you are new to the channel and just scrolling through, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow me on the social medias. @Hakim is the Twitter. @_Hakim is the Instagram and Tickety Talk. If you want to get merch, join the Discord, or make a donation, all links will be in the video description. Keep the intro nice and short. Again, highly recommend too, if you're just passing by, check out the other episodes we have done. This series is probably the best series on YouTube, the Ricky Gervais show. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever watched. You know, what did the kids say? No cap, no cap. Best thing I've watched. So let's carry on. Season 1, episode 7, The Diary. Also, shout out to all of you guys for commenting. You guys are legends. Everyone who subscribed and liked the videos, thank you so much. You're amazing. And let's get cracking here. And one last thing, make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video. If you remember from season 1, episode 6, the last episode we did, it'd be daft if they dangle down below. We tried to find the remix version. We could not. After some deep diving, went all the way down into the trenches of the ocean to find it. We may or may not have found, it'd be daft if they dangle down below a remix version. May or may not. I'll tease you. Wait till the end and you'll see it. But yeah, let's go.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right?
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Carl's been on holiday again, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because, Carl, you don't do anything.
And you have weekends off. You take at least 5 or 6 weeks holiday a year, even though you haven't got a job now. You're meant to be doing this. And yet you still
So
go
your
on
whole
holiday.
life's a holiday, basically.
Yeah, why do you need a holiday? You potter around. Your big day last week was going to the cobblers. So why do you need a break so much this week?
It's just that, you know, it's good for your brain and that, isn't it? It opens it up a bit.
You are not evidence for that.
Where did you go?
Gran Canaria.
For a week?
Yeah. Just
sitting around?
Well, there isn't much else to do at Gran Canaria. I mean, I don't want to go slagging a place off because every time I seem to talk about somewhere...
Where is this Gran Canary? If you're British, let me know where that is.
Get into trouble for it.
Right.
But it's just like a big rock. It's just volcanic, innit?
And you must have looked like a little barnacle on that.
Have you been there before?
Been near it before to another rock, which was just...
But
it was
what,
the
you
same
had your
sort of
fingers
thing.
burned. Why did you go back?
Because you think, well, they can't have loads of these islands that are the same, like just a big rock with hotels on. They can't get away with it. So you think,
they
well, the
obviously
next
are
one...
getting away with it. But why do you keep going to these places that are rocks? Why don't you investigate first? Ask your travel agent, is this a giant rock?
Because that's what you do, innit? You go and find out yourself. I mean, when Armstrong went to the moon, what was he expecting up there? That's a fact, that's a big rock. And he still went all that way. So what I'm saying is, though...
What do you make of this place? You enjoy it, Gran Canaria? It was just a big rock, but did you...
I bet the moon was better.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
It was just one of them... It was big hotel, like big, massive places where there's loads of people. And, you know, you go for your dinner.
That describes a hotel.
Yeah.
No,
to me.
You've nailed that.
I've been to a few, that sounds like it.
No, but do you know what I mean, though? There's the nice small ones where it's just enough people, but this is, like, mental. And it was all... It was full of old people, really. I mean, that's probably why it's called Gran Canaria, right? Because it's just
Grannies
old people.
everywhere.
Yeah, right. But what I thought I'd start doing is start a diary.
Okay, why?
Oh.
Just because I sort of had a bit of time on my hands and that. just thought, write it down, write stuff down.
And do you hope that this one day will become one of the great literary documents like Samuel Pepys' diary?
I haven't heard of that. Is it any good?
You've never heard of Samuel Pepys' diary?
No,
the most famous diary other than probably Anne Frank's.
I've heard of Anne Frank's and that, and I thought if she's sat in a loft, knocking stuff up, not much going on in her life at that point, yet she
Sure.
was still writing it down.
Yeah, whereas
Thought,
you've
well,
been
I'm
to
on
Gran
holiday.
Canaria. Yeah,
I thought, so there is stuff going on that I can chat about. Start a diary.
sure.
You start.
Yeah, I don't know if Anne Frank was in a loft, but no, I like that. I had a diary back when it was prior to COVID. I was pretty good about doing diary stuff, but I haven't really done it since COVID. But I need to get back into it. I think as a collective community, if you're not doing a diary, we should do it along with Carl here. I'm definitely gonna start getting back into that. But this is really cool. This reminds me, I'm pretty sure during An Idiot Abroad, he kept a diary of everywhere that he traveled to, and it's a book that you can get. I must know where to purchase that book, because I would love to read his diary. I'm sure it's just fascinating from everywhere he went to in the show.
Harry.
Yeah,
And what are you gonna do? Did you keep it up every day?
yeah. Just
Oh, can I read it, please?
well, a diary's meant to be sort of.
Please, can I read some out on this podcast? Carl.
Some of it though is only relevant to me. It's sort of.
Oh, this is. Please give me it. Oh my God.
I mean, this isn't. I haven't just.
Look how big it is!
It's one
Oh
of
my
those
God.
desk diaries.
It's
I'm
huge.
shocked.
It's about a foot long, and it's Oh, that is amazing. Imagine if Anne Frank's had been like that. As she got out.
I'm shocked, because the diary's a personal thing. I'm shocked he's letting Ricky read it. This is crazy.
Oh, that is amazing. Imagine if Anne Frank's had been like that. As she got out. Right. Everyone would have heard it clank down on the desk.
Yeah, but my writing's quite
The
big. isn't it?
soldiers.
Oh, look. Give us that.
Oh, do
Give
you
us
know?
that.
Do you know about joined up writing? Have you
This
heard
is
about
There's
that?
no point.
Amazing.
Sometimes you can't read it, can you? So it's
Right,
best to
okay.
look at ancient
look!
times.
Oh my God! It starts on the first day. This is wonderful. Going on holiday to Gran Canaria today. Woke up to the news that Tony Banks had died. There was a piece on the news about how everyone was shocked. Got me thinking about an invention that would be good. Right, a watch that counted down your life. If it says you've got 3 days left, go to the doctors. Told Suzanne about invention. She said she wouldn't buy one. But she said that about the iPod.
How would this device work? This watch? I mean, how would you know when you were about to die?
I would tell you.
Is that a concern? Again, not for you to worry about. Presumably the boffins and
No, all I was thinking is that Tony Banks fella, he died and everyone was shocked about it. But if you had like a little watch on,
But how did it work? You can't just say, wouldn't it be good? How would this work? Yeah, I imagine you in the patent office going, got an idea. They go,
The
"What's that mean?
patent
What's
office.
What's your idea? Watch that counting down your life. Oh, how does that work? What?
just wear it, just pop it on your wrist.
No, what do you mean? Just pop it on your wrist. How does it work? Just pop it on your wrist. Brilliant. You're an idiot.
Well, it's interesting that he goes on. The flight to Gran Canaria was a bit bumpy. I thought about the clock that counts down your life again, and I wondered if it would know if you were going to die in a disaster. No, he's querying his own design.
He's wondering if he would know. He's invented this.
And now he's not even sure. A fella on the plane was reading Koi Mag. It was a fishing magazine.
Koi?
I glanced over and noticed he was reading the Pond of the Month article. Don't think they could make it into a weekly magazine. Well, to be fair to you, because I remember seeing a guy on the train once reading Carp Monthly, a magazine dedicated entirely to carp, and it had Carp of the Month. And I just thought, once you're like 3 months in, the editor must be stressing. Have we got any more carp? We got a carp that's actually done anything?
I reckon if they used the same one twice, there wouldn't be many complaints.
No one would be noticing.
No, that's the carp they used 2 years ago.
There was a really fat bloke on the plane. He was playing on his PSP. While I waited to go to the toilet, I looked at what game he was playing. It was darts. He's that fat and lazy, he can't even face playing a more active game on a games console. Me and Suzanne got off the coach along with a couple of old people. One of them was in a wheelchair. I don't think it was wise of them to come to a volcanic island with a wheelchair. Everywhere's pretty rough.
Stop. I need to recover from that. Steve went right into there's a really fat bloke on the plane. Oh.
There wouldn't be many complaints.
No one would be noticing.
No, that's the
He
carp.
couldn't have played a more lazier game,
2 years
darts.
ago.
There was a really fat bloke on the plane. He was playing on his PSP. While I waited to go to the toilet, I looked at what game he was playing. It was darts. He's that fat and lazy, he can't even face playing a more active game on a games console. Me and
that's
Suzanne
perfect.
got off the coach along with a couple of old people. One of them was in a wheelchair. I don't think it was wise of them to come to a volcanic island with a wheelchair. Everywhere's pretty rough paving and slopey. Guess I'll keep an eye on it as the weeks go on. Day 2 in Gran Canaria.
Brilliant. We're only at day 2.
Day 2.
The hotel's a bit odd. I've never seen as many cross-eyed people in one location.
That's enough, isn't it?
That's amazing.
Well, you may have to let me read on a bit more.
So
okay?
this is amazing.
We'll come back to
This
it
is a
later.
brilliant diary. This might be the best diary ever written. Oh.
While sat listening to the Kinks on my iPod, I wondered if everybody thinks in their accent. I know I do. What's this? What are you talking about?
Oh, I know what he's
Just
talking
that.
about.
You know, when I've been sat there lying on the lounger, right, and I was thinking about stuff.
How do you know you think in your accent? Tell me a typical thought.
Because what I mean is, say if I was like, if I saw something, right? Do you know how I say like, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No, but
that was
I don't
being
have
said.
to. But when you think, I don't think the sentence is like I'm saying it. It's just a thought. The thought appears. It's conceptual and it's already there. It's not like I go, Rick, what? Just looking at that fellow over there, were you? Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was thinking it looks a bit weird. Oh, so was I. I don't think out whole sentences.
Whereas you have Carl, stop listening to the Kinks for a minute. Look over there. More cross-eyed people.
More cross-eyed
yeah,
people.
Is that how
kind
your
of-
mind works?
In a way, yeah. And
Brilliant.
that's when because I
That
thought
explains a lot.
It's great that he has to think of that whole sentences.
because I thought that's weird, isn't it? Like I didn't think that's weird, isn't it? And I thought I actually think in my accent. And then I thought, does Stephen Hawking, does he when he's doing his maths and that?
Oh no.
Is he? I don't know where he's from, so I don't know what his accent would be like.
I think he's from Kent or Cambridge or Oxford. Or
Right.
something like that.
So
So you think he might think in his
voice, in that
Yeah.
voice,
the
box
computerised
thing.
voice?
Just wondered.
Had lunch inside today due to shite.
Okay, so that's an interesting point. I don't know what you guys think. Also, apologies for the lights. We're having a light malfunction back here. It's not sticky enough, I guess, to stick to the wall. That's okay. I do have like an inner voice in my head. I don't know if that's weird or if other people can relate to that, but I do, like, my thoughts. I feel like I have a narrator in my head, and like sometimes it's my voice, but also sometimes I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's also like a British voice. If I'm watching like a British thing, I feel like my thoughts sometimes are in a British accent. I don't know, maybe I'm really weird like that, but I have a similar thing to Carl where I do have like a narrator voice in my head, and if it's like my own thoughts, it is in my accent. I guess if I'm like replaying like a song in my head, because sometimes there'll just be a song that's just in my head playing, and of course it's in the actual, the singer's voice, his accent or whatever, or like a line from a TV show, it's in that character's voice. But I do have like a narrator kind of in my voice sometimes, so let me know if you have that as well. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but I agree with you, Carl.
In that
The
voice box
computerised
thing.
voice.
Just wondered.
Had lunch inside today due to shite weather. Sat next to an old fella. Old men's ears and noses carry on growing as they get older. Suzanne noticed his fingers were fat too. Maybe they continue to grow. Suzanne didn't laugh when I said her arse had the same problem. Day 3, cloudy start to the day. Had pie and
say
chips in the
that.
cafe. Had a bit of an argument with Suzanne because I thought it was daft that we were paying for food when we were on an all-inclusive holiday. Changed my mind when I saw they sold pie though. The cafe was called Tattoos. The fellow who owned it didn't have any tattoos, but we never saw his wife.
What?
Oh, brilliant.
Had a drink in a bar. Everyone sat and watched one of the local cats lick its bollocks.
What is this diary?
Holiday in the world. That's the entertainment in that town.
Went back to the hotel and had a sleep before tea. I love the fact you're moaning about old people, but you're just as bad.
You've done nothing moving so fast.
He's got a big hip. Woke up to news about ducks being badly treated. There was a really ugly one with bent legs.
I'm gonna die. Why does he write this down? Oh God. Oh.
There was a fat bloke from Bolton who was in the pool as I write this. He's got a big tattoo on his back, but I can't work out what it is. ... He just got out of the pool and burped. Just felt like you had to give us a
Why
rest
is he
of that.
writing this down?
Everything's in the diary. I just seen it get to the point where you're going, breathed in.
Breathe
out
in,
again.
breathe
There
out
was a big
again.
fat fella in the sea who kept his t-shirt on. If you're big and fat, is there more chance of you getting burnt? Because
He's obsessed with the fat people. That's like the 4th time. There was a fat bloke on the airplane. There was a fat bloke in the pool.
fella in the sea who kept his t-shirt on. If you're big and fat, is there more chance of you getting burnt because there's more of you on show? I asked Suzanne, and she said she didn't know in that sort of not listening kind of way. I wanted to hang about to see if the fat bloke was going to get in the kayak. But Suzanne said we had to head back. Just let him waiting to see if he's going to capsize.
Jesus.
We go home today, so we got up early to get the last bit of cloud.
Cloud.
No, it's just that it wasn't. It's not that sunny all the time. I mean, I was sat in weather that if it was like that here, there's no way I'd be sat in the garden. But because you're on holiday, it's like, well, we got to sit in it. Put your coat on.
So are you going to continue to write this diary? Every single
Yes.
day?
It's amazing.
Yes.
Keep this diary up. It's amazing.
No, I will keep it up because what I find as well is I think earlier on before I went away, I think I did learn something, and because I wrote it down, I remembered it a bit better. So
What was that?
I just was thinking then, I forgot it now, but but I remembered looking back at it and not having to read it all because I remembered the end of it before I read it, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's incredible. Carl's diary. So is that going to be like a recurring? That better be a recurring segment like Monkey News. Oh my gosh, love it. Love it. He's so literal. Like literally everything, just like the mundane things that we probably just don't even think about if we're taking like the subway or you're taking the bus and you see something weird. That probably wouldn't make it into your diary, right? Because it really had nothing to do with you. But in Carl's brain, he writes down every single thing that this weird stuff that happens. And I'm sorry if you're a fat person out there, you're gonna be featured in Carl's diary. It seems like.
Harry from Canterbury wants to know whether any of us have ever had any cruel nicknames. He claims that he's quite tall and rather hirsute, and he says he's often called Lurch or Wolfie. He's always thought that Carl looks a bit like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. No, there's no potato that round. But I suppose you could fashion a potato to be that round.
Yeah.
Maybe we could, if anyone can carve a potato into the roundest head ever, pop a couple of eyes on it.
Make it look as much like Carl as possible.
Exactly.
But yeah, any nicknames? Did you ever have a nickname, Rick?
No, mine was boring. I didn't have any. It was just around the name, like Gervais or something like that. No, I didn't have nicknames.
I always wanted a nickname. I just thought it was quite cool for some reason, particularly because gangsters always seem to have nicknames. You
Lefty.
know, Fingers.
Yeah.
Lefty, yeah. Scarface.
Yeah.
And so I decided that I thought, because no one was giving me a nickname at school, it was kind of annoying, or certainly not to my face,
Yeah.
that I decided to just come up with one.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was at lunch once, and I just said to my mate Phil,
How old were you?
12, 13.
Brilliant.
I just said to him, Phil, don't know if you know, mate, but people aren't calling me Steve anymore. Everyone's calling me Spud now.
Spud?
Now, I don't know why I thought Spud. It's weird we should talk about Mr. Potato Head. I don't know why I thought Spud was a cool nickname. I think
It's a grown-up name, though, isn't it?
and it's also because I think it sounded like it was probably either something that you'd find in one of those kids' books, like the Famous Five, or like the Bash Street Kids. There'd be Spud, and I always imagine with Spud, he's not the leader of the gang, but he's a reliable member.
I think
You know what I mean?
Spud is the biggest lorry driver in one particular sort of car park.
Yeah.
And here comes Spud.
Yeah.
And he gets out, all right, boys. And he's big and massive. And Spud can eat 2 breakfasts.
Exactly, yeah. But I just, in my mind, it was, that I would be one day part of a gang, and it's, I'm Pinky, this is Jojo, and the tall guy's Spud.
Spud.
You
It didn't catch
it
on,
never
did it?
really caught. And he just went, oh, yeah, right. And no one started, and I was hoping he'd go, everyone's calling Steve Spud.
Yeah.
But of course-
Hey, Spud. The first time I said Spud, you go, what?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be really proud, wouldn't you? No.
Did you have a nickname?
See, when I think of Spud, I think of like a troll character, like from a movie, or like in a gang, it'd be the dumb person who had like 2 brain cells. Spud. Oh yeah, here's Spud. But yeah, my nickname in high school, and I guess a little in college now, I get called like Hakim the Dream. A lot of people called me that in high school. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like G, my baseball coach, she called me G-Man, G-Money. My 5th grade teacher, Mr. Wendell. Shout out Mr. Wendell. I don't know if he's going to be watching this. Probably not. He called me G-Rant, which I liked it. I thought that was cool. But yeah, that's about everything for me. Let me know in the comment section your nickname as well. Your high school nickname or any nickname that you go by.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what Carl's is going to be.
Did you have a nickname?
Pilko?
Not really. I mean, there was a lot of people on the estate that I grew up on. You know, nicknames are big things on estates and that.
Yeah.
A lot of my dad's mates, right? What their nicknames did was tell you about them. Do you know how I said about the Elephant Man's a good name?
Yeah.
Because like you know what you're going to get. If someone
Yeah.
said Elephant Man's popping around in a bit, it wouldn't be a shock when he walked in.
Yeah.
Right? So it worked in that sort of thing. You know, so there was John the Screw, right?
John the Screw.
John the Screw?
Whether he had sex a lot or he worked in a prison.
Did he have
No, he had
sex a
DIY
lot?
shop. So you had him, right? There was Fred the Veg.
Yeah.
which is-
Fred the
I
Veg?
assume it's because he was at the same IQ as you.
Or he was in a coma.
Yeah.
Right.
There was my uncle, Tattoo Stan.
All right.
Tattoo Stan?
He had like loads of tattoos that he'd just done himself.
Oh my
Right.
God.
The problem was, because he did his tattoos himself, the ones on his left arm were really good. Because he was right-handed. On his right arm, rubbish. Right? So there was him.
Great.
Oh
and
my
there was,
gosh.
Jimmy the Hat.
Jimmy
who-
the Hat.
Jimmy the
yeah.
Hat?
Did he
And
always wear a hat?
No, he didn't. That was the point there. That he never wore a hat.
That's amazing. Brilliant. How can you pick up on someone never wearing a hat? How would you ever notice? I'll tell you what, I've noticed something about Jimmy. What?
Go on.
He never wears a hat.
Why was he not called Jimmy the Parrot? Because he never carries a parrot.
No, but that's just the way. I mean, that's how they work in it. I mean,
Here comes Jimmy Three Legs. Why'd you call him that? He hasn't got 3 legs.
Jimmy
I didn't really have one
Legs.
apart from like I had a CB. You know, like when you'd go on a CB radio and have a chat to people.
Oh, this was a craze in the was it late
CB?
70s, early
sort
80s,
of early 80s.
and it was just
Oh.
short band radio, wasn't it? Everyone had these little handsets and they'd speak to each other in the sort of local area.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was mainly. I think it started off.
It was like for truck drivers, right? It's CB radio where you could talk to anyone. The reason why I know about that is Spencer and iCarly, in one of the episodes, he got a CB, is CD or CB? CB radio, and he was just trolling like truck drivers with the walkie-talkie basically. So I think that's what they're
Everyone
talking
had
about.
these little handsets and they'd speak to each other in the sort of local area.
Yeah, it was mainly. I think it started off with like
Lorry
truckers
drivers,
and
isn't it?
that.
Yeah, truckers, yeah. Because
Yeah,
there was that,
yeah.
that thing from like about 1977,
Convoy.
it was Convoy, yeah.
Yeah, so I had one of them, and the handle. I had two
Handle
different
mean
names.
is your nickname, your
Yeah,
name?
there's loads of
Yes.
code stuff.
Yeah.
I had a couple. I had there was Pilkio one, because
Right.
like I say, there's a lot of Pilkingtons and that in Manchester. So if someone wants Pilkio 2, it's open. Do you know what I mean? They can have it. And then
Like it's people scrabbling for, I want a Pilkio one.
and then because I did boxing and that,
Well, you did it once.
Yeah.
I had Boxer Boy, because I thought that's quite a good image as well. That's
Boxer
kinda like
Boy?
people going, oh, don't mess with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he asks what your handle is, tell him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Boxer Boy and that.
Ooh.
So just had them two, and I used to just go on there and.
Pointless. What is the point of this?
Well, you just meet people, don't you?
And you
So-
don't meet people. You say, "What's your handle?" They go, "Box boy." What's yours? Rubber duck. All right, cheers.
No,
It's
but then
ridiculous.
you'll say like, then you go, oh, what's your 20?
What's that mean?
That's where are you?
Well, why don't you say, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
Because just in case there's someone who's listening in who you know you hear about this all the time, don't you? People listening, jotting stuff down.
Oh, right. So just in case someone in the world
safety.
doesn't know what handle means, they're out of the loop. They're out of the loop.
It's not a difficult code to crack, is it? If
Yeah.
you're trying to track someone.
It's hardly the head of the mafia talking to each other because the FBI are on the wire. It's ridiculous. Like, I go, oh, you keep saying that, what's your handle? And they come back with something else. I can't work out what's going on.
No, it's like anything, isn't it? That's what codes are all about, isn't it? You set them up and that.
Go on, and tell me the code then.
Reveal at long last to the world what
Yeah.
these codes are.
Right, so
Yeah.
what's your 20? Where
Oh,
are you?
Where
This
are
is
you?
better than the Enigma.
Yeah.
Right, now here we go.
Right.
How many candles are you burning?
Does that mean how big's your car or something like that? Horsepower or something?
See? No, that's
Oh,
how old
what
are you?
time is it?
No, how old are you?
How old are you? Okay.
Oh, I get it.
How many candles are you burning, of course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the answer come back?
You go
I'm 15.
14.
Brilliant. That code, there's no one going to work that out. I wish you'd kept a diary of this, because this has been fascinating.
Now and again, someone will come in and go side on, right?
What's that mean?
And that means like there's someone sat there listening into this chat and going, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
And they want to join in, so they sort of go side on, you go side on, bring it in, right? And they go, all right.
How many candles
All
are you
right.
burning?
Yeah. What's your 20?
That's it goes round again.
Yeah.
See you later. What's your 20? How many candles are you burning?
Oh.
And, I mean, it seems to me that what you should have done is made a note the first time, so that when you then speak to them again, you don't need to ask them those questions. Can I just confirm that you're burning 15?
Oh my gosh.
It's that time again. Do the jingle.
Monkey nose.
Okay.
Come on,
I'm
Ricky.
going to do a really good one. Though.
Okay, go.
Oh, chimpanzees! Monkey news, yeah.
Right, do you know it's
That was
nearly
good.
time for the Winter Olympics again.
Okay.
Is it? Okay.
They sort of come round every 4 years.
Is it this year, is it?
Yeah. And the last one that happened,
4 years ago. Yeah.
there was a bit of an incident.
Oh no. Do you remember any winners that were monkeys in any of the
No,
tournaments?
of course not.
No.
So,
No,
So
it's not
anyway-
going to be that, because it wouldn't be true. Go on.
yeah.
So anyway, one of the popular events, bobsleigh.
Okay. Right.
You know it works.
Well,
It's
you
like
need
a
He cannot. If he says bobsledding monkey, I'm out. I'm out.
And is it 4 men or 5
4
men?
men.
It's 4. So it's definitely 4 men that you need
Need
on
four
a
men.
bobsleigh team.
Is it and there's two team bobsleighs.
But
as
they're
well.
always men, is that right, Rick? Let me just clarify. With the Winter Olympics, you can't have any animals taking part.
No, and they also no, because they wouldn't be allowed. And two, there's no way they could disguise it because not only would they see it straight away, right, but they have blood tests,
Right, okay.
which would show up.
So they definitely know if it was
Well, they have
any
blood
kind of
tests.
non-human.
It's impossible. It would be literally impossible to have anything other than a human
Taking
involved
part.
in a bobsleigh team.
Fine, okay, so carry on.
So anyway, the country was doing really well in the qualifying stages.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem was there was like 2 members who were getting all like the press and stuff.
Oh right.
Mm.
Anyway, so this one member was getting fed up because the other 2 were getting all the press and what have you. So he said, I'm not happy with this.
Yeah.
I'm jacking it in. So they were like, you're joking, we've qualified, we're getting into like the main race and everything. You can't leave us now. And he said, well, you could do it all on your own before. You know, the way you were acting, like you didn't need me. So I'm going. So the clock's ticking. It's getting close to the big race and
Of
everything.
course it is, yeah.
They're like, what are we going to do here?
The substitute
Right?
they took with them.
What are they
Well,
going
they
to do?
must have,
Yeah, they would take the substitute. So get him
No,
on.
they didn't have any of them and that. It's,
What?
you know, a lot of injuries and stuff.
Or just get a mate to do it, just get a mate or a friend
Yeah,
or the coach to do it, yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of responsibility on these people, and you know, you won't want to let your country down and that. And they're like, what are we
Yeah.
going to do?
Get a waiter or anyone in
Anyway,
the hotel.
the time comes to the race. Seems to be 3 people on it.
There appears to be 3, okay, yeah.
They start off, they're whizzing around the track faster than normal. They're beating their old records
Right, amazing.
because the new fella they've got a little bit smaller.
Ah,
Right?
Is he in?
So
Is he in the bobsleigh? Or is he pushing?
He's in it.
Oh, right, okay.
Right?
he's wearing a uniform and a helmet that we
He's
can't
got
see what he
helmet
looks like.
on.
We
He's
can't
got
see
the
his
kit
face.
on.
Can't see his face.
Nobody knows who he is, but the
course they do.
country's loving it.
Of course they
They're
do.
like, well, it looks like we're going to break all our records. You know, good. It's good that they found someone new.
Yeah.
Bet the other fella who left is sort of.
I
kicking
wonder
himself, you know,
who
being
it
part of
is.
Anyway,
This wasn't a bloke that had very short legs and long arms, was it?
what happened is they're whizzing round the track and what have you,
Faster than ever, yeah.
faster than ever, and the press are like going, beating all records here. They started taking photographs. A lot of flashes from the cameras and stuff.
Right, of course.
Suddenly, the bobsleigh goes a bit sort of mental and whizzes off off the track. Ambulance comes rushing over and stuff. The other 2 members are looking pretty nervous for some reason.
Oh, what are they doing?
They're saying, look, don't take the helmet off because you can do more damage to the
Well,
neck.
don't tell the paramedics how to do it.
They know their job.
Yeah,
they know their job.
So they were like, just and plus, he doesn't. He came in at last minute to help us out. He doesn't want everyone to know who he is. He's not after the limelight like some of the members we used to have. But he just was helping his country out.
Yeah.
Leave the helmet on. Anyway, they get him in the ambulance and stuff. The other 2 are looking a bit worried and what have you. They're gutted. They lost the race.
The little bloke, is the bloke not saying anything? Is he not?
He's in the ambulance now.
Is he not saying anything though?
Anyway, word reported that one of the ambulance drivers said that on that sort of dreadful night when the country lost out on a medal in the bobsleigh, he sort of reported that there was a monkey in the back of the ambulance. People were like going, you're joking.
I don't remember this. At all.
Well, this is it, you see, because they sort of swept it under the carpet a little bit.
Right.
They were like, this is crazy talk.
This
is crazy
again.
talk.
Once talk, absolute shit. Where'd you get this from?
This is crazy talk, right?
It is crazy talk, and it's from the mouth of Carl Pilkington.
But the weird thing is that backed it up. Following week, there was a story of some people who visited the zoo saw a chimp in a neck brace.
Oh my god.
And that's this week's Monkey News.
Sometimes I feel like, come on. Sometimes I'm like, he just makes that's made up. Like, I feel like he just makes stuff up. Like, come on, a monkey that's on a bobsled team because whatever team or country it was couldn't find a replacement, so they went to the local zoo and got a monkey. Just like the fire department went to the zoo to get a monkey to help rescue someone out of a burning building. I don't know. Yeah, if someone in the comments said, are these real? It's not real. I'm with Ricky on like half of these monkey news things, or almost all of them. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. No way is it real. No way. Oh, goodness me. Well, the diary. I think highlight of this episode was Carl writes a diary. I can't wait to see the rest of it, to hear the rest of it. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. My favorite was the fat bloke on a plane, and then he's playing darts. and Carl was like, he's so fat and lazy, he can't be asked to play a more difficult game. Oh my god. Okay, refocus here. As promised, previous episode, we tried to find It'd Be Daft If They Dangled Down Below, that remix. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the other episode and rewatch it. Had to do with an octopus testicles. If you know, you know. After some deep diving, it appears that I have found It'd Be Daft If They Dangle Down Below. Okay, this is Dangle Down Below, made by, I can't tell that's an I or an L. Iafin or Laughin. 9 years ago. This is the only remix I could find, If They Dangle Down Below. But let's play it. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. And I'm not listening to this. I have saved it for this moment right here, so you're welcome.
So I don't know if you knew this, Carl, but apparently octopus's testicles are located in their heads.
Yeah, but then to me that isn't that amazing, because at the end of the day, an octopus really all it is an egg.
So everything it's got has to be in the end.
It looked daft if they dangled down below. Daft if they dangled, daft if they daft if they dangled down below. Daft if they dangled, daft if they dangled down below. Daft if they dangled, daft if they dangled down below. Dangled.
Oh yeah.
Daft if they dangled down, 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 down. They look daft if they dangled down below.
This is so good. This is so good.
I could eat enough at night.
At the end of the day, an octopus, really, all it is, isn't it?
So everything he's got has to be in the end.
It looked daft if they dangled down below. Dangled. Dangled. Daft if they dangled down, 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 down. It looked daft if they dangled down below.
Down below, down below, down below, down below, down below, down below, down below,
Down below, down below, down below, down below, down below, down below.
Carl, if you could be anyone in the world, who would it be?
An octopus.
An octopus. Amazing. Amazing.
Saving the world.
I give that. Oh, there's me. What? Should I react to my reaction of the last episode? Oh my goodness. Dangle down below. Ifen or Laughing. 10 out of 10. That is. I think that is better than Knob at Night, the ones that we had. This is an insane B-side. Insane. I mean, give a round of applause for Laughing, everybody. Unbelievable. I love it. Look at the comments. There has never existed a B-side as glorious as this. When Steve comes in, I shite myself. Randomly thought I'd start watching the Ricky Gervais show again. B-side to Eat at Knob at Night. Amazing. Honestly, one of the best sounds I've heard, with the added bonus of one of my favorite trios. Excellent work. I'd love a record of this knob. I know. Why haven't they made a record? I want the A-side of Knob at Night and then the B-side, Daft That They Dangle Down Below. That's insane. I tell you what, if I ever become a DJ at any club, I'd play both Knob at Night and it'd be Daft to Dangle Down Below. That'd be insane to hear at like a rave or something, or at a club. So yeah, if you are someone who goes to clubs, because I really don't go to clubs, if you do go to clubs, try and talk to the DJ before the show and tell them to play this. And you got to film it and send it in, because I would love to see it. If any of these haven't played in public, that would be insane. That is my mission. If someone out there watching can achieve that, go to a club, make the DJ play one of these songs, both preferably, film it, send it in. You'll be a hero on the channel for sure. Oh my goodness me. Well, all right. I think we shall wrap it up there, everybody. Episode 7, the diary. Loved it. Again, Carl's diary. I hope that's a recurring segment on the show. I'm assuming it's going to be. And loved it. I love this Dangle Down Below remix too. I'm glad I was able to find it. I had to search deep into the internet to find this, so it wasn't easy to find. But thank you, Laughing, for making that amazing tune. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It was perfect. With that said, thank you everybody for watching. If you are new, feel free to subscribe if you want. Don't have to. Bottom right hand corner, smash the like button as well. Check me out on my socials. Hakim is the Twitter. _Hakim is the Instagram and Tickety Talk. If you want to get merch, join the Discord, or make a donation, all links are going to be in the video description. Next episode, I'll probably film it in the next couple days or so, but we will get it out, so we have 2 this week for you. Again, apologies, I just got really tied up with school and personal stuff, but we will keep plugging along with the Ricky Gervais show. So if you're enjoying it, tell your friends and family to come into the channel and join this amazing community that we have on the channel. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who's tuned in and watched and commented. Thank you so much. You're legends, as I always say. And I always like to end every video I do by saying it is such a crazy world out there. So I'm sending all my love. Like it says back there, I gotta fix those lights. I can't believe they fell on me mid recording there, mid show. My goodness, I'd have to get more tape, more adhesive, more stickiness. But yeah, sending all my love from me to you and to everybody around the world that could use some love. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, night, weekend, whatever it is for you. And we'll speak to you soon. See ya for episode 8.